Support the Ramen Raider on Patreon. Thanks to all our patrons.
Alright, hey, this is Hans, and it's time for another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time. This is the show where I show you what to do with your noodles. Today I've got one that came out of a Nakama Noodles box. If you go to MIAU, meow, that's meowboxjapan.com, use the coupon code the Ramen Raider for a discount. And we got something interesting today. Yeah. This is, whoa. Maruchan Kuta Smoky Green Mayo flavor. Look at that. I'm excited. It smells smoky. I can get with that descriptor of it. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it is time because this thing, I got it up to 10% charge. So I figure I better get it going. I had it only up to 9 previously for the last episode of this fine programming that I provide to you at no charge. But if you want to help support the Ramen Raider, you can always go to my Patreon or just like, I don't know, whatever. It's Thursday, September 12th, 2024. God only knows what's coming up next. You do, though. You're the future people. How's it in the future? I hope it's well. I'm a man of the past, dude. I'm floating around in the ether right now. You see, this episode came out. Well, I'm recording it in the past, but this episode will be out, I'm guessing, December 3rd, or January 3rd, 2024, and it's September 24. Yeah, it's September 2024. You're going to see this in January of 25. Okay, that done. It's hard. I'm speaking to you from the past, so... But yeah, there will be more of this always and forever. But it should be a minute and 30 seconds, a mere 90 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, until I can tell you what we got here. Because green smoky mayo ramen sounds absolutely fascinating, weird, and somewhat disturbing. I really don't know if it's going to be good or not. I did notice that there is some shrimp going on that I'm thinking it may denote some kind of Thai influence. That's my guesstimate on this. I think it's green. It looks very milky, almost like creamy chicken Maruchan ramen noodle soup that you have here in the States. It has that kind of color to it. But we will try it very shortly. In a mere 42 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Which reminds me of Section 42, my team of colleagues that moderate the Ramen Junkies group. We are all watching. Always. So, just know that. I guess they got a big flooding and hurricane and junk down in Louisiana. That sounds pretty freakish. Careful. They could probably use some nice smoky green mayo noodle. I guess the green aspect is supposedly from what do you call it? Green chili. That sounds interesting. All right. Ugh. Here we go. Let's do her up quickly and succinctly. This will be interesting. I gotta hook this thing into my regular computer setup. Noodle's pretty good. There's that milky green broth. Almost chowdery. The smokiness definitely lends a chowder kind of effect. It's interesting. Wow, here come the clouds again. They were gonna do all this stuff in the front of our building, and it all depended on whether it was gonna rain or not. It's not supposed to rain today, but I can't help but wonder, are they like, well, should we do it? Well, let's wait to see what Bob says. Let's wait for Bob. Bob knows. Nobody can get a hold of Bob. Something like that. Those are green. See? Adding to the green. Narutamaki. And speaking of chashu, I have that as well. So this is pork belly that you roll up, you twine it, and then you bake it at a hot temperature after you kind of do a shake and bake with salt and sugar. Oh man, it's good. There's many ways to make chashu. There's the expensive way, and then the way that I do it, called the Treadway method, because a guy named Pete Treadway told me how to do it, and he said that's how they do it at the restaurant he's worked at. So it's like, okay, all over it. If you've used this in a restaurant setting, then why not? I'm gonna add a little sesame seed right there, and we are calling this good, since there is a need for expediency on this day. Boy, that zoom, it's pretty intense, isn't it? Isn't it? Well, this is one of those days when the sun can't decide whether to be out or in or up or down or whatever, so now I get to combat that on the little area where I take the pretty pictures. So that's it for today. Tomorrow the regular camera will be back, so yeah, hopefully. This has been Hans the Ramen Writer wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.